And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping how it's ended up.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's Gordon, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Burke in at the small forward position. Burke kicks to Porzingis. Back to Burke. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's McGee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Murray, here we go. Jokic passes to McGee.
Taking some more pride on the defensive end. Cauley Stein being disruptive on that possession.
Here's Richardson. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Really left alone that time.
Mid-range game as Jokic spotted himself up and drilled that one.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Lays it up off the glass.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Murray against Doncic. Jokic kicks to Barton. Gordon with no one around. No good on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Richardson, and another basket for Dallas.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Doncic against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. He can't get it to go. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Gordon finds Jokic. Back to Gordon. Jokic against Hardaway. Unloads from 13. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jokic has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Doncic feeling it out. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Doncic comes with the double team. Murray kicks to Jokic. Barton passes to Murray. 6 on the shot clock, and they pick up 2. Murray's got his second bucket.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Murray against Doncic. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Cauley-Stein. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Back to Millsap. Denver passing it around. On the wing, Porter. Millsap kicks to Dozier. Campazzo. No good with the triple. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Redick. Over Porter. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
An active player who just takes pride.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Porter is out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Murray. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Powell with it. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Bol, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 8. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. Over Bol. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
On the wing, Porter. The pass to Bol. Here's Dozier. Fires the three. It's tipped. And Brunson has it in the corner. Pass to Powell. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Good work defensively by Millsap.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Dozier passes to Millsap. Now Porter, a three ball, trains the three-pointer. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Doncic. Free throw line jump shot, and Bull pulls it down.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Campazzo, but they get it back. Misses the three. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And then Cauley Stein with the jam.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Pass to Porter. Denver passing it around. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Burke, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Mavericks trail by 7. Doncic kicks to Cauley Stein. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Murray with the bounce pass. And there's the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. McGee trying to break 3. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Richardson, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Martin passes to Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. Connects from three-point range. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the three-point line, look out.
To the inside. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Over to the wing, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Here's Richardson. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim. And
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 10. And big fella. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Mavericks trail by 10. They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Burke in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlin. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Fouls checked in.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. Barton outside. Murray the pass to McGee. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Out left to the wing. Inside. Here's Jokic. That shot no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Back to Richardson. On the wing, Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Richardson outside. Denver leading by 8. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. It's good. Murray's got 9 points.
And Murray showing it all here. An exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Powell. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. Denver shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Green dishes to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic, and the shot is long.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Powell kicks to Richardson. And it's Denver with the rebound.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
They get it back. Green, no good with the layup. Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic outside. Porzingis with the ball. Now Green defending. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 9.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing here by 8.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Burke the pass to Pop. Clock at 6. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Burke. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Pass to Bull. Porter kicks to Dozier. Campazzo. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Porter. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
55 seconds left in the third. The pass to Dozier. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Porter. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Fires for 3. but they'll get another chance. A rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Brunson. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Dishes it to Powell. Redick up top, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Denver leading by 6. Passes it to Dozier. Millsap with it, guarded by Marjanovic. Campazzo. It's good from long range. He has 5.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Here's Brunson. It's blocked. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Nuggets shooting reasonably well, 45%. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And a missed layup. Mavericks trail by 9. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Millsap with the steal. And here we go. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Denver. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Gordon. Down low. To the paint. It's tipped. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. 4 on the clock, and the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Pass to Dozier. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic, and it's blocked by Cauley Stein.
And he really seems to just have lost his touch at halftime.
A pass to Porzingis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
The pass to Dozier. To the inside. Campazzo takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Nuggets lead by 9. Mavericks shooting 43% from the field. Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
Dallas making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. Doncic outside. The dish to Cauley Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Denver leading by 7. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to McGee. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center. Tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Up top, Doncic. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Burke, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And it's sent back by Jokic, and they'll keep possession. Goes up again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Redick used properly can be lethal for your offense. You just can't afford to fall asleep on him.
And both free throws good for Redick. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Redick against Murray. Outside, Porter. Looking for Cauley-Stein. He gets it there. Redick against Murray. Kleba with it. Over in the corner, Doncic. Clock at 6. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Over Kleba. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
And stolen by Murray. And an intentional foul right there. Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Murray kicks to Dozier. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. 5 on the clock. Porter in the corner. And again, it's Denver.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jake.
Doncic against Jokic. And stolen by Murray. Now, Jokic. Porter kicks to Murray. Here's Dozier. No good from outside. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 9-point game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And the Mavericks with possession here. Here's Porzingis. Good defense by Jokic. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Here's Marjanovic. Goes back up. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Rondo in at the one spot. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Gordon with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
The shot by George, no good.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And Jokic throws it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And the shot is good.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Back to Murray. Martin passes to Jokic. Denver passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And George, here we go. Nobody near Leonard. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barton finds Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. Offensive rebound. McGee laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Outside for Batum. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
The D totally forgot to mark him, and as a result, he put them on a poster with that dunk.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. So, for the Clippers, Patterson is checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. And Denver with a change here, too. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Here's Mann. He's covered by Murray. Here's Patterson. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Got a hand on it.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
Inside, here's Coffey. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that'll tie this game up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Jackson misses.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Open shot by Murray. The putback, and Green is right there.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Jackson passes to Coffey. To the paint, here's Patterson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
Pass to Jokic. Here is Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Coffey. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. And finished off by Porter.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
Pass to Coffey. Now here is Morris. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Drills it from outside.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Porter passes to Jokic. And here's Porter, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good...
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Patterson dishes to Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw this game, and the technical free throw is good. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Nobody near George gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. They grab their own miss, and the slam dunk by McGee.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession. Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Rondo. Here's Batum. Leonard on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Campazzo, defended by George. Leonard with the steal. Left side, George. Rondo. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Rondo's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now, and it's good, 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, George takes the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Dozier. McGee. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Rondo kicks to Leonard. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
1:31 left to play here in the half. Campazzo defended by George. Dozier passes to Millsap. Lets it go. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Millsap's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And look at it. A significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
There's the pass to Zubac. McGee with the block. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Here's George. Launches it. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And that one's good. Barton.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Leonard, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barton in the corner. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's George. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Outside Gordon. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Murray with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Green. Clark outside. The Nuggets with another miss. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even. And that'll do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Murray kicks to Porter. Pass to Barton. Back to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Just 5 to shoot. Barton passes to Murray.
An incredible defender. Paul George combination of quickness and length helps alter many shots.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray kicks to Porter. Barton outside. It's stolen by Rondo. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's George finishing it off.
Rondo, known for his quick hands on defense, that time turned it into offense.
Outside Porter. George against Barton. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's Rondo in the corner. Outside Batum. Passes it to George. Leonard kicks to Batum. Back to Leonard. George looking over the floor. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Up top corner, he's covered by Leonard. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Morris. Off target from three-point range.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Murray with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 8 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
George finds Zubac. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Offensive rebound. Patterson. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. To the left wing. Dozier passes to Jokic. Here's Dozier. Guarded by Jackson. Stripped away. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Now here's Murray. Guarded closer. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Misses the chippy right there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
The Clippers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Pass to Patterson. He kicks it to Morris. Back to Patterson. Here's Jackson. He feeds it to Patterson. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the pass to Jackson. They get it back. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dozier. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
The Clippers trail. Out to the wing. Pass to Coffey. Over to the left wing. Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
And we just finished the third quarter, and while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Paul Millsap out there with Bowl. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Gordon.
Kawhi Leonard. Paul George.
Down low, Bowl, and the dunk by Bowl.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Batum against Millsap. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Millsap left side. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Bowl, and the dunk by Bowl.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
It's George on the wing. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Bowl, that's good. Bull's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And there's George. That's good on the assist by Rondo.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Batum grabs the miss.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Barton. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon kicks to Barton. Campazzo. Millsap trying to get open. It's rebounded by Leonard.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Unhindered. Go all the way.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bowl making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Leonard on the wing. Defended by Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon, and he makes the first.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Passes it to Dozier. Back to Murray. Porter against Rondo. Jokic and foul. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Murray penetrating. The shot's good from McGee. And it's 8 points for JaVale McGee.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
Rondo passes to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
The unselfishness of Rondo, always looking to get his teammates easy looks.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, Murray. Denver gets it back. McGee. Here's Dozier. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does Georgia's impact on the game.
29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Dozier. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
So the Nuggets win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And there's Gordon, and it's Porter, and it's small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. First quarter, just over a minute played. And it's Murray penetrating. Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And you know, Greg, the issue was his big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Lillard with it. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 6.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Murray kicks to McGee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. McCollum, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 8. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Murray outside. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Martin with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Basket good.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Up top, Kanter. Over in the corner, Lillard for Murray. Lillard misses. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Here's Porter. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. At the top of the key, Gordon throws it up high. And the slam dunk by McGee.
This kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Lillard, oh my goodness! What a play!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Murray, the pass to McGee. It's tipped. Excellent D from Kanter.
just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's McGee. Murray against Lillard. Now here's Barton. Defense right on him. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. And the layup is good. Gordon's got 6 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Murray. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Nuggets lead by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. And here we go, Trailblazers with a fast break. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Oh, Covington in position. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Gordon. Jokic against Nurkic. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Lets it fly from 18. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area. He'll scorch you.
Here's Simons. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got 4 points this quarter. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Nailed from three-point land.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
The pass to Millsap. And nothing is falling for him right now. For Portland, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. So for the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum, and Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic, and it's Michael Porter in for Gordon. And Porter, here we go. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Lillard outside. From about 16, it's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The putback, and Porter putting it right back in. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. There's the 3. Nurkic, the pass to Jones. Stolen by McGee. Here's Dozier, guarded by Powell. Millsap has the open look. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
The Nuggets leading by 4. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game time. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, he's a fighter now, and he's physical, so he'll battle you inside, and Millsap's going to take it right at you. He really forces your hand when you're defending it.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Murray against Lillard. Count that bucket.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and the first one drops. And so Murray nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
From deep. Lillard misses. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. What a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 4. Powell, no one around him, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Powell's got 5 now.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now Murray. Stolen by McCollum. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Tips it. And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Bucket is good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 6.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland converted. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
The shot by Lillard wide open. And it's Lillard again missing. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. To the middle, Simons. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Clark outside. Clock at 6. Here's Jokic. No good. Shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. It's McCollum on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he comes up with the deuce. Kanter's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. And a switcher also for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Paul Millsap. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Jokic. He gets it in there. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
McCollum kicks to Jones. Dishes it to Kanter. McGee with the block. And he recovers it. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Kanter finds McCollum. Jones, that's for 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Pass to Dozier. Puts it up from 17. That shot is off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers out in front. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Portland leading by 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Outside, Jones. And stolen by Murray. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Barton against Lillard. And here is Murray. Poked away. Stolen by Cantor. And now here comes Jones leading the break. The shot. Lillard misses. The Nuggets trail by 3. A finish. And it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Lillard outside. Cantor kicks to Lillard. The three-pointer no good.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And they take the lead.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Lillard with it. And Jones has it in the corner. Cantor in the corner. Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Cantor. And McCollum subbed in for Derek Jones. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Michael Porter in for Gordon. Here's Jokic. Almost, but it rolls out. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Fires it up. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Outside for Millsap. Count that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here's McCollum for 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Murray dishes to Millsap. The 3 buries the long-range jumper.
A huge possession, and Millsap comes through. He's known as a leader, and that is how you lead by example.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear this.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Covington passes to McCollum. Back to Covington. He kicks it to Nurkic. Get the teardrop. And it's Lillard missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor. Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain grab.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Cantor checked in for Portland. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap, and Gordon subbed in for Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Jokic has great size and mobility. Very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Cantor in the corner. It's Powell on the wing. Passes to Lillard. There's the triple. Portland no good that time either.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better. You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Lillard fires away from way outside. From deep three-point range, no good there. So we see Denver get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Maxi Kleba. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson, and it's Doncic in at the 1. And for Denver, we've got Murray. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then there's Gordon, and it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Doncic, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
All set. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now, here's Doncic. Over Murray. And it's Doncic missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And the dunk by Bol.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. To the paint. Inside Leaner. Nifty move. And it's Porzingis laying it in.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent, and now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Murray against Doncic. Good defense by Jokic.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Doncic gets it to go.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Murray, the pass to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic kicks to Gordon. And it's Bol that time on the assist by Gordon. Bol's got 8 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Bol. Doncic left side. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. Richardson outside. Pass to Porzingis. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Shot clock at 6. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. Misses in close. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Brunson with it. The pass to Powell. Hangs. Good work defensively by Millsap. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here's Millsap. Kicks to Porter. Inside. Passes it to Dozier. Launches a three. Pass to Millsap. 18 feet out. That one's not going to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Shot from 16. That one off the back iron and out. The Nuggets leading by 4. For the finish. And Millsap slams it in.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Stolen by McGee. Campazzo. No good with the elbow jumper. The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
And stolen by Redick. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. They've got Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Brunson the pass to Powell. Outside for Redick. Hardaway with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. 3 on the clock. Shoots from 12. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
To the inside. Here's McGee. Millsap left side. Pass to Porter. Now McGee. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brunson scanning the floor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Porter finds McGee. Back to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Denver needs to get off his shot. And Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Outside, Redick. Back to Brunson. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The pass to Millsap. Kicks to Porter. Here's the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. McGee's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
There's the steal. Here's Dozier. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Outside Millsap. He kicks it to Porter. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Passes it to Dozier. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Dozier. 5 to shoot. Porter in the corner. Campazzo, and they'll turn over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Dallas with a change here too. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets leading by 11. Murray, the pass to Barton. Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Jokic with the bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Doncic outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Murray kicks the ball. Pass to Jokic. Powell with the steal. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
And here's Barton after Josh Richardson was able to get the triple. Wide open look here for Murray, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Offline with his 3.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Jokic passes to Bull. Down low. Back to Gordon. Barton the bounce pass. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Green, he's checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Redick comes in for Richardson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
Barton outside, trying to find Green. He's got it now. Murray laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 5.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 9 points with the basket from Cauley Stein.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Green. Barton wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Denver.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Stolen by Gordon. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Here's Dozier. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Bull, a shot off that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Porter. Redick inside the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Nuggets leading by 12. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now here's Brunson. To the middle. Here's Powell. Crafty move. And it's good on the layup.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Now here's Brunson, and the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got his second basket.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. The feed to Bull. Second chance shot, and Jokic lays it up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic, and Paul Millsap is subbed in for Bull. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside for Millsap. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Outside, Redick. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Denver up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
It's Barton on the wing. On the pass to Green. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Barton. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Finney-Smith. He feeds it to Doncic. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
And that one's good. Barton. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Murray following the score by Josh Richardson. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Fouled on the shot and picks. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Porzingis, here we go. Back to Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
All free throws good from Doncic. The Nuggets leading by 12. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Kicks it to McGee. Richardson against Porter. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley Stein. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson left side. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to McGee. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Back to McGee. Outside Porter. Pass to Dozier. Over Porzingis. Denver the rebound. Millsap. The baseline J off the mark. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Richardson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Richardson's got 6 here in this quarter. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Porter against Redick. And Porter, here we go. Here's McGee. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And Redick kicks to Doncic. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. The pass to Porter, trying to end the drought. That one misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And a deep 3 from Redick. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Millsap left side. Denver passing it around. Outside Porter. Pass to Millsap. Back to Porter. Here's Dozier for three. They grab their own miss.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Millsap with the steal. Here is Porter. Pass to Dozier. From deep. A shot that time, not on target. So the Nuggets win it. Some good competition. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll... Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's George in at the 2. And for Denver, they've got Jamal Murray. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. There's the pass to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And it's Jokic in the corner. Leonard with the steal. Rondo scanning the floor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Barton outside. Back to Murray. Outside Porter. Pass to Murray. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Now here's Barton. Clock at 6. Jokic passes to Barton. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. Shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Jokic, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Rondo, and stolen by Murray. Tipped away, stolen by Zubac. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Barton, wide open, he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
That's a smart move to pull up for a three on the break. Defenses usually pack the paint and forget to guard the outside jump shot.
Here's Rondo. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
George. Here's Zubac. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. The three from Leonard. Martin with the rebound. Quick start for the Nuggets in this one. And it's Murray penetrating. Passes it to Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. Rondo kicks to George. Looking to end the run. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. And George drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Pass to Jokic. To the inside. Here's Millsap. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. He's perfect from the line this time.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Kennard on the wing. Morris outside. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Outside for Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Dozier after the basket by Los Angeles. And there's the feed to Millsap. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And again, Denver no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
On the wing, Morris. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Denver in the lead. Gordon finds Millsap. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Yep, it counts.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Nuggets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Jackson. And here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Stolen away. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Luke Kennard. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the point. Paul Millsap is checked in for Green. Murray kicks to McGee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, all right, Paul Millsap looking bouncy tonight.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Inside, Millsap with the steal. Barton against George. The kick out to Barton. Now the pass to Murray. Hands it from downtown.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's Rondo. It doesn't go for him. Murray with the defensive effort. Porter with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's McGee. Makes it off the glass.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Clippers trail by 4. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And there's Porter on the assist by Paul Millsap. Porter's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Here's Zubac. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Murray outside. Barton kicks to Porter. Back to Barton. Pass to Millsap. Barton outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Batum. Passes to Zubac. George with the ball. Shoots over McGee. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from George.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Porter finds Millsap. Now here is McGee. And the rejection by Zubac. George way outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And Leonard gets it to go.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. To the paint, deflects the pass. Batum brings the double team. And another miss by Denver.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
George passes to Zubac. Inside, Leonard. A putback. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now, pushing it up. Barton passes to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
On up the court. McGee finds Porter. And the rejection by Zubac. They recover it. Pass to McGee. And another shot. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And a deep three from George. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at... And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got JaVale McGee, Paul Millsap out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Dozier in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Both shots good from the stripe. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers trail. Outside, George for the lead. Offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Rondo. Back to Zubac for the tie. No good. That would have tied it.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
From deep, George. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. George has got 7 points in the game.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Gordon, the pass to Millsap.
Really the right play defensively.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Dozier. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Los Angeles leading by 3. Leonard, that's for 2. Jokic with the steal. Here's Dozier. Up and in on the layup. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Right side Jackson. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Dozier. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Los Angeles, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. First one falls for. And he makes both free throws.
NBA champion, finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Pass to Patterson. To the inside. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And yes, it's good. Murray's got 6 points.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Kennard's shot is off. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They lead by 1.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. .112 left in the third. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. It's Jackson with the drive, lays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Clark outside. The pass to Dozier. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Back to Kennard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Millsap kicks it to Clark. Back to Millsap. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mann. Clock at 4. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Outside for Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac the pass to Morris. The Nuggets leading by 3. Campazzo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And the first one at the line is good.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside. And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Porter passes to Barton. Murray kicks to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Stolen by Zubac. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Murray dishes to Barton. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's off from 3-point range. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. On the wing, Batum. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Here's Jokic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Now it's a 3-point Denver lead. Rondo passes to George. Back to Rondo. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And Jokic throws it down. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Outside Rondo. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
What a display from Rondo. Just coming alive when his team needs a bucket.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. 1:50 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Rondo against Murray. There's the dish to Porter. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Right side, Rondo. Back to George. And stolen by Barton. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Gordon's checked in for Michael Porter. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
And George, here we go.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the number. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Murray, the pass to McGee. Here's Dozier. The Nuggets with another miss. And they go to the intentional foul. Right side, Leonard. It falls!
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Leonard. Count!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Zubac kicks to Rondo. Pass to George. Left side Rondo. Up top Zubac. And the pass to Batum. And Leonard has it in the corner. Beyond the arc. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. First.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beautiful skyline of Jet. And with...
Well, guys,
he's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot, manning the middle. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray. McCollum outside from past the arc. Nurkic can't hit.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Lillard. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Get that bucket in no time at all.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. It's Powell on the wing. The dish to Nurkic. Over Jokic. McCollum outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Now Lillard. Outside Covington. McCollum outside. And stolen by Barton. Bob pass to Gordon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Lillard with no one around. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. Porter dishes to Gordon. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball, and he converts the layup.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Now here's Murray. 1:49 left here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Gordon finishing it off. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Jokic after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Jokic with it. Now Covington defending. Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 6.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Lillard against Murray. Shot on the wing. And again, it's Portland converting.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And here is Murray. He's got 6. Pass to Jokic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Cantor against McGee. Millsap passes to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Good work defensively by Jones.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets ahead, up 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Show up.
Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. And here are the Nuggets now. following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And it's good for 2.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Simons. Right side Jones. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Dozier passes to Millsap. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Millsap's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
McCollum kicks to Cantor. The wide open look here for Anthony, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
To the middle. Taken away by Anthony. And now here comes Jones leading the break, and a wide open look for McCollum. Anthony. It's good on the putback. Anthony's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
There's the feed to Millsap. Good. Millsap's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now, here's Cantor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Fouls checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Campazzo. Anthony with the defensive effort. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Cantor finds Powell. The shot's good from Cantor.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
Here's Murray. He's got 6. Pass to McGee. Anthony with the block. Here's Simons. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Enes Kanter. And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective. You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Here's Murray, following the score by Damian Lillard. Murray with it. Barton outside. The pass to Millsap. Over Anthony. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
Lillard against Murray. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 11 points.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Murray, the pass to McGee. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he makes that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Lillard misses. Murray finds Barton. Murray outside. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 3-point Denver lead.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the point.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's McCollum following the score by Aaron Gordon. He gets that one.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Passes it to Jokic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clark, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Murray kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers trail by 3. And here's McCollum for 3. But they get it back. Here's Nurkic. Buries it down low. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
The kick out to Barton. Feeds it to Gordon. Covington with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And he hammers that one down right on the face of Jamal Murray.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Back to Murray. Here's Barton. He feeds it to Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gordon's got 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his 1st foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for Norman Powell. McCollum passes to Jones. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Fires at the elbow. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got his first 2 points. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Pass to Jokic. Clark outside. Back to Jokic over Jones. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Denver. Bol comes in for Jokic, and JaVale McGee subbed in for Gordon. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Trailblazers on D. 3-point lead. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And here's Portland. They're on a 10-2 run here. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to McGee. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. Defense, great chance. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Now here's Jones. Kicks it out to McCollum. There's the pass to Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game. Poked loose. Dishes it to Gordon. Passes it to Bull. The feed now to McGee. Over Anthony. No good from the low block. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Anthony. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Murray kicks to Millsap. And Covington sends it back.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Murray against Lillard. The Nuggets trail by 7. And stolen by Lillard. And stolen by Barton. Millsap passes to Porter. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Lillard against Murray. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Jokic, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Nurkic, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum's checked in for Portland. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Now Murray. Here's Jokic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Lillard finds Covington. Back to Lillard. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Lillard throws it down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Murray, the pass to Millsap, and the shot is good.
A huge possession, and Millsap comes through. He's known as a leader, and that is how you lead by example.
Lillard surveying the D. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Murray up on top. Goodbye, Lillard. Lillard against Murray. Outside for Millsap. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Lillard. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Murray. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And this is why Millsap makes the big bucks. Dependable at stepping up his game in the clutch.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And 1:01 left in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum dishes to Lillard.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Pass to Jokic. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Lillard attacking. Count!
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic with it. Lillard picks him up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And Jokic drops them both.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Pass to Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. The three won't fall. And now the Nuggets fast break. And so they foul intentionally. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Aaron Gordon has a special combination of athleticism and size. And I think his skill set is perfectly tailored for how the game is played today.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's what you take.
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For 3, Murray off the mark. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,